June 19, 1865. Freedom was declared, but not delivered. It took 2.5 years, a war, and 2,000 Union troops to finally bring that freedom to the shores of Texas. Today, we call it Juneteenth. But the story behind it? Chances are you've never heard it. That's something every American should hear. When President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863, it declared enslaved people in Confederate states to be free. But here's the catch. It couldn't be enforced in places still under Confederate control. And Texas? Texas was about as Confederate as it got. By the time the Civil War ended in April of 1865, news and freedom still hadn't reached the enslaved people in Texas. Plantation owners, fully aware of the proclamation, simply didn't tell the people they enslaved. In fact, some even moved to Texas just to escape the reach of Union troops. Then came June 19th. Union General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston, Texas, with 2,000 federal troops and a mission: enforce the law and free the enslaved. He stood before the city and read aloud General Order Number 3. The people of Texas are informed that, in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free. Imagine standing in that crowd, torn between shock, joy, confusion, and finally hope. For many, that day became an unofficial Independence Day. It was called Juneteenth, a mashup of June and 19th. The newly freed began celebrating every year, with food, music, prayer, parades, and remembrance. Even when Black Americans were shut out of public spaces, they raised money to buy land and create their own parks, just to keep the tradition alive. But Juneteenth wasn't taught in schools. It wasn't in textbooks. And for over a century, it was mostly ignored by mainstream America. That changed in the 2000s, and especially after 2020. In 2021, Juneteenth was officially declared a federal holiday, signed into law by President Joe Biden. Juneteenth isn't just about the past. It's about the ongoing struggle for equality, dignity, and freedom that isn't delayed, but delivered. Today, we don't just celebrate a moment in history, we carry it forward. This is yesterday now, reminding you, the past isn't over. It's just waiting to be understood. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share, so we never forget what happened yesterday.